Bertie Foreman, shame for Sussex today. What's been said in the dressing room after the game?
Look, I think, to be honest, there was two good players who played a fine innings, to be fair to them, in Hamid and Slater. Look, we know we probably didn't have enough runs on the board, even though I think Finn Hudson-Prentice played an outstanding innings. I just don't think we quite had enough on the board, and two players, as the pitch got a little bit flatter throughout the day, I think they played the conditions very well and made it a bit tough for us. And I think we know we didn't quite get enough balls in the right area, but there were some good things that we can take forward to Sunday.
Yeah, talk about that partnership with Finn, because when you came in, Sussex, was the largest partnership of the innings, really needed to get some runs on the board.
Yeah, I think it was just pretty important not to panic. I think a lot of the time when you come in situations like that, been a couple of quick wickets and you're looking up and you're not on too many, it's just really important to take a breath and think, okay, what's my role here? And luckily enough, I had Finney seeing it like a beach ball down the other end, and he was already on 40 odd. So for me, it was just put him on strike, run hard, and try and get us to a good score.
He's one of the senior players in the side now. Finn, what was it like to be out there batting with him?
Yeah, I really enjoyed batting with Finn. His clarity throughout his plan is second to none. You know exactly what he's trying to do if you're down the other end. And for him, I like the fact that he can come down and say, look, mate, I know you're good at this. I reckon you could do this. A couple of players, he came down and said that to me, and it ended up working out quite well. So I think for him, just the level of intelligence he has when he plays the game and his communication with the partner makes you feel really comfortable.
In terms of bowling, really nice to get a nice long bowl here today.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice just to get a bowl out against two good players. A bit disappointed not to have got a wicket, but felt like it came out all right today. So it was nice to get a few overs under the belt.
And you're bowling against someone like Hamid, a test match player. I mean, it's, in front of a decent crowd as well. He obviously enjoyed it. Yeah,
of course. Anytime you play against a player of that calibre, anyone who's played Test cricket, I think kind of spurs you on a little bit more. It's the scalp you want, the wicket you want to take, and I think it properly gets you in the contest, which is really good. And I really enjoyed bowling to him today.
Got to talk about your fielding, because we had an email during the commentary saying how well you'd fielded. Is that something that you concentrate on, Bertie, or you pride yourself in?
I definitely pride myself in it. To be honest, I just try and run at the ball as hard as I can, and I don't really think too much about it. It's just something that kind of happens. Just run hard at the ball, pick it up, throw it in, and try not to think too much about anything else than that.
Well, it was very impressive, I have to say. Now, let's talk a bit about your winter, because you spent that over in Manly. How did that come about, Bertie?
So funnily enough, I played England Under-19 series against a player called Joel Davies, and he plays for the Sydney Sixers now and New South Wales, and he was captain of Australia. And I had a decent series, and I was just laying in bed one night and I just got a text message from him saying, hey mate, what are your plans for the winter? Fancy coming to Manly? And I actually rang Mike Yardy and I went, Yards, you were batting coach in New South Wales, what's Manly like? And he went, just sign on the dotted line, mate. So I had a fantastic 6 months, the outstanding club, great people, and I learned so much, which was fantastic.
You won some awards as well. Just tell us about that, Bertie.
Yeah, I won the Bill O'Reilly medal.
Tell us about that.
So I think that's voted technically by the umpires. I think at the end of each game they vote. They give player points depending on how well they do, and it's kind of like man of the match points. And the person with the most points at the end of the year gets the Bill O'Reilly medal. So it's kind of sort of like MVP of the year. And to be honest, I didn't really know until I rocked up to training one day and all the lads were down in a semicircle, and Andrew Fraser, the president, just said, look mate, you've won this, and there's been like 4 or 5 Englishmen that have done it, so yeah, good on you. So I was okay, it's a nice thing, but at the end of the day you just want to win as many games as possible.
Well done, Bertie. That was terrific. And the whole Australian experience, I mean, Manly is such a beautiful place. I mean, I bet when you landed there, you couldn't believe it.
Honestly, I thought I'd struck gold. I couldn't believe my luck. But, go back there this winter. And
is that going to happen?
Yeah. I think I'm taking Henry Rogers with me as well. So he's jumped on the bandwagon. And, let's hopefully do it all over again.
Wonderful. So, final thing, we had another message in today about your grandfather who played for Sussex and played for the Albion, is that right?
Yeah. So he's South African born, To be honest, I should know this story better than I do. My dad always gets actually quite angry at me when I misquote it or anything. But he came over on I think it was a 6-month boat journey from South Africa when he was a teenager, I think 18, and ended up on a trial for Brighton Hove Albion and signed for them. Played inside left for them for a number of years.
Inside left,
yeah.
Back in it.
No, I don't.
I'm impressed, Bertie.
I don't even know what that is, but yeah, played for a number of years, and my dad told me he used to get the public bus down to the Goldstones to go and play, which is always interesting. And when he retired, he always had an interest in cricket. He played for Western Province when he was in South Africa as a kid, and he went down. I think he just got a trial at Sussex and ended up signing, which was brilliant. He always used to tell me he used to put wet paper towels down his shins and do short leg and all of that stuff. I just think, well, you're mad. But that's the story.